Allow Sheriff for the City and County of Philadelphia. Some of the people that are here with me today is District Attorney Larry Krasner, my Undersheriff Tariq El Shabazz, my Lieutenant, I forgot I promoted him, Lieutenant Hartman, and Captain Nobles, who's head of the Warrant Unit. We're just introducing our new Philly's Fugitive website that is connected to the phillysheriff.com. Basically, it's a collaboration between the Sheriff's Office, Philly PD, the DA's office, the FBI, and especially our Warrant Unit. It's another tool to basically bring together law enforcement agencies to get those people who are wanted off the streets. So I'll turn over the specifics to our captain of the Warrant Unit, Captain Nobles.
Good morning. I'm excited to let y'all know about this. This new tool is a way for the public to give information about wanted fugitives on our list, or tip information for other wanted individuals without speaking to someone on the phone. It can be done anonymously now, by way of your cell phone or computer. All the warrants are issued by the City of Philadelphia, the Philadelphia courts. We get requests for services from judges, probation officers, tip callers. We also prioritize warrants where there is a protection for an abuse warrant involved. Their charges vary from homicide to the delivery of narcotics. It has been prior warrant service for each defendant, and each case has reached the point where help from the public is needed to assist in finding the whereabouts of these fugitives. Any questions?
I'll bring Larry Krasner.
All right.
So as many of you know, we've had a series of press conferences with the Sheriff's Office where we lifted up individuals and their pictures who were wanted on homicide cases. I think we had about 4 different press conferences covering different sections of the city. That turned out to be pretty successful in bringing some of those people to justice. This, I think, is a wonderful effort led by the Sheriff's Office to lift up priority fugitives, people who are on bench warrant status or are sought by an arrest warrant for serious crimes. Not all of these individuals are wanted for homicide. Some of them are wanted for other things. But we are so impressed by this, excited by this, and supportive of this, that in the near future we are actually going to add a link to our website so that people who are on our website for some other reason can click on it and then go to the sheriff's website, and they will not only have the opportunity to see the faces of people who are wanted, and for them, the grassroots, to assist in this kind of public safety effort, but they also have this opportunity to provide tips and to do so anonymously and to do so in writing, which I think is wonderful. We are thrilled that this is going on. This is the sheriff's doing. It's not our doing, but we are 100% supportive. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll do everything we can, including adding a link to our public-facing electronic media so that people can go to this site and they can assist us as they have in the past in bringing to justice people who are dangerous and who are fugitives. Thank you again.
The next person we're going to bring up, and it's going to be on Zoom, is Dan Elliott. He's our website master of this Warrant Connection. And Dan Elliott is going to walk you through, give you a brief overview of what the website and its functions. Dan, are you there? You're on mute? We can't hear you yet.
No, you on mute.
You're on mute.
All right, we're good.
There you go.
So thank you, Sheriff, and thanks again for the support that you've given us over the years. I'm happy to be your go-to for this kind of work. We're very proud of it. It represents something that I think is going to have a tremendous benefit, not only from the standpoint of within the Sheriff's Office, but again to the point of it being a collaborative tool between multiple agencies. We've also added in the feature so that if you are a security firm and you want to embed this into your own site, you can do that as well. So let's talk about what we actually have built for you guys. You should be seeing my screen. All right, so this is the site, and what we've done here is made a little self-running demo. At the top of the page, you'll see a new link that's called Fugitives, and here you see the individuals that are of high interest to us. A quick synopsis of what each individual is responsible for having been alleged as a crime, and details about them, and obviously a photograph. We're going to turn in an anonymous crime tip about one individual here as an example, and you'll see that it automatically populates the system with the details that we have about that person. And we're only requiring that the fields in red be a demand field. So I've just added the date today, 10 a.m., and describing what this individual was seen wearing. We're going to say black coat and brown shoes. Next up, once we get that in there, next up we're going to ask, when is this individual home? So now we know that he gets home at 5 p.m. and we see his street address. Again, this is populated, so we're going to put in the city. And of course, Pennsylvania, and a zip code. You'll notice that below that it says, are there barricaded doors, pets, surveillance cameras, other details that might be important. And we certainly want to make sure that everyone is protected as best they can be. We've identified different races and also different, what the individual identifies as a gender. So if we do know that the person has weapons, you can include that kind of data in there. And obviously we don't know what this is, and I just put in optional because we're not asking for the tipster to divulge their information, but they can if they wish. Again, if it's a private security firm that wants to do that, they probably would. And we're going to submit the tip. In just a moment, it'll give us a confirmation that the tip was received. Yep, thanks for making your contribution. Now we want to take a look at the mobile version. So because we know that people are living in hours and hours at a time on their mobile devices, we thought it was important that we make it optimized for mobile. That way, if you see somebody at any point in the day, anywhere you may be with your mobile device, you can turn in the corresponding tip. And it's right there, Philly Fugitives in the top left menu, and it will pull up the same content, but it again is optimized. We're going to turn in a crime tip about a new individual, somebody that is not on our list, but we know we'd like to get some crime tips about. So we're going to submit an anonymous tip about a new individual of interest. And we're going to put in their name. You can choose to say new crime tip, which we've done here, and or you can pick anybody else's name. We're going to give this person a nickname, and his name is Demo Tip. And he has a nickname of Fugitive. And again, just like we had done before, we're going to see the last seen date. Go down to that last few days. We got his date of birth. He was born today. Already a bad seed. And we're going to say when we last saw him, and it populates that from the calendar. And the address last seen, we're going to put in just 1234 Main Street. And again, Philadelphia. And identifies as, and we can pick the gender that they identify as and the race that they are identified as well. And again, going back to the issue of safety, we don't know if they have weapons or not, and we can turn in a crime tip. It's just that simple. The team has been well trained and is fully operational on all the system functions, and looking forward to letting it do its thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. This is just another tool, so if we all work together collectively, like our mayor said, one Philly, we're going to work together to deal with the issues of crime in our city. Any questions?
Why are people reluctant to call 911 or your office when they see someone they may be wanted?
That's that old myth that if you call 911, they track your phone, they come to your house, they knock on your door. That's that. That's been in existence for such a long time. And since everybody is mobile and are online and dealing with social media, this is another avenue to reach out to people. Plus, you could go onto our site for any other reason, click on it there, and some people don't even know whether the person they have in their house is wanted. And so this is another avenue you can click on and check and see if they want it. You want a new friend? You want to move in somebody into your apartment building you don't know? Click and check. And by that, you letting us know that where that person is and where they're coming to.
Does this app or website allow you to send a photo of a person that maybe you thought is wanted, so they can verify it here?
At this point, we haven't added that feature, but it is of great importance to us.
Does any other city or municipality have this type of website?
It was a project spearheaded by the sheriff and her team. We are the first.
Any other questions?
Who is Dan Elliott?
Dan Elliott. He's our webmaster. He helped put this web together.
He works for the sheriff's office.
He's our webmaster. Yes.
Sheriff, I'm sorry, is there a cost involved
Cost involved is what?
for this website?
It's part of our website funds that we have to develop technology within the sheriff's office.
And, but your sheriffs are still looking for people actively, right? You're not,
Most definitely.
okay.
How much do you expect this to help you actually obtain the people that you're looking for?
If we get one person off the street, if we get one, we want to get everyone off the street. The ideal part of this is to get everybody wanted off our streets. But if we get one, it works.
And you prioritize them by the seriousness of the crime, or how long they've been fugitives, or what was that process?
Priority, whatever somebody sends to us as to a wanted person, we're going up. Whether it's a felony, whether it's a misdemeanor of the third, whether it's a drug case, whether it's a violation of firearm, we are going, if they're wanted, they're going up on this side.
Last question?
There were some mugshots on there. Are those actual people you're looking for, or were those just for demonstration purposes?
Actual people. Nothing else? Thank y'all so much for coming out. Check the site out.